Am I live? Are we good? Pew pew. We good? We live? What's going on? YouTube kind of changed their system again, so I'm not entirely sure if I'm live right now or not. I'm just gonna give it a minute. I don't see any chat messages right now. That's kind of weird. Live.
Do you want me to check on the phone?
I'm trying to check on my phone, but it looks like we should be live, and for some reason, yeah, I can't see anybody in the chat. That's weird. Why does YouTube keep changing everything? I freaking hate how YouTube does this. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna give it a minute, because I'm pretty sure people were in the chat. I thought I saw some as I was loading it up over here on my phone, but it's being weird. Here, I'm gonna try something. Yeah, are you able to?
Oh, I'm looking.
Yeah. No, just press the live video. Are you able to see the chat?
I mean, it says 65 watching right now.
Yeah, what's annoying is it's not showing me the chat. It just shows it blank, but when I loaded it up on my phone, I thought for a second I saw it, so...
Oh, we're there.
Yeah. Okay, so we're live. Hello! The problem is YouTube's being stupid, and it's not letting me see what anybody is saying. I don't know what the heck is wrong with YouTube. This is really annoying, YouTube. You're being kind of awful right now. I'm going to try something. I'm going to see if I can open another tab on my computer and see if it'll let me see the live chat there. Problem is, YouTube's being stupid and it's not letting me... Yes. Okay. Okay, I can see the chat now. What I had to do was I had to literally open a tab and watch our own stream from another tab instead of from the creator thing. Oh. Because look, on the creator thing, you guys can't see this, but Will can see this. It shows us nothing here, but if I pull it up as if I'm a viewer of my own stream, it pops up.
YouTube is promoting narcissism,
YouTube drives me nuts sometimes. It's just so infuriating. But hello!
Hello!
Alright, here, let me pull this up so we can see how we look live, and boom! Okay. Can you guys hear us okay? Is everything connected well? Oh wow, I joined Reddit on the very same day. Cool. Good for you. Master Connor says, can you see this? Also, happy holidays. I can see that. We're able to see you now.
Hey, Mythology Guy, do you mind me asking, what is your name? Asks Dog Soup for Dinner.
Dog Soup for Dinner? How dare you? I'm a dog. My name's Andrew. That's not really a secret. It's been said multiple times, and you even revealed my full name in a video.
Oh, I did?
Who do you think would win in a race, Hermes or Ratatoskr? Oh,
Ratatoskr is fast, but Hermes is just
Hermes is like a literal god of speed. I think Hermes would win that. Like, I know Ratatoskr runs up and down the world tree to deliver insults, but there's nothing that says how quickly he's doing that.
How big is the world tree?
The world tree is all of existence, but we don't know how long it's taking him to do that. That's the thing. Kai Gaming says, what's up? How are you today? Well, I'm in a pretty good mood because it's been 2 years since we first started making Mythology Guy videos. Master Connor says, thanks for replying to me. You're welcome. YouTube is being YouTube. Hello. How is your day? Thank you.
People keep saying monk.
People are saying return to monkey. I think that's a joke because, we all used to be monkeys. We should return to monkey.
No, I'm just thinking it's like a reference to something right now.
That's what I think they're referencing. Oh. Devious Minds coming in with a $5 donation. Hey, wow. I wondered if you can also do a short on the god Hermaphroditus, child of Aphrodite and Hermes. I did, actually. Look on the channel. Fun fact about Hermaphroditus. I did do that, actually. Mm-hmm. If you're asking for a sketch specifically, I can try that. But I did do a fun fact video where I told his story. Who had more kids, Zeus or Genghis? Do you know how many kids Genghis had? I actually don't know.
When you say Genghis, I'm thinking Genghis Khan.
I think that's what they're talking about.
Isn't that a Pokemon?
Genghis Khan is not a Pokemon. Oh my god!
Never mind. Anyway, moving on.
OMG, it's him. Thank you for the $2 donation. That's very nice of you. You thought Genghis Khan was a Pokemon? What are you...
I don't... Someone will get it. Gengar. I don't know.
Are you talking about Gengar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gengar is one of my favorites, actually. Boredom's Aftermath. Thank you for that $10 donation. Technically, $9.99. But if all mythological pantheons clashed in a war for power, which would survive? Okay, so, yeah, I get asked this a lot. Now, I've got a few different answers to that. One, it could be Norse, because those gods prepare for battle literally every day. But then, two, I actually think it might be Hindu, because Shiva, Vishnu, and Ganesh are way more powerful than the Norse gods, in my opinion.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because, like, the Norse gods, like, can be killed, like, in like, battle with weapons and killed by venom and stuff, and, like, whereas, like, Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma are literally, like, in space being the size of entire, like, galaxies and shit like that. I think that kind of outdoes...
By the way...
like, Odin and the others. Healer of Waters, thanks for the $1 donation.
Thank you.
Very nice of you. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, do you think, or I don't know if you and I were just talking about this, but do you think there's, like, something to do with, like, the number 3 in different mythology?
3 is such a huge thing
like,
in mythology.
3, like, 3 sides to, like, one divinity, like, isn't there kind of... I know they're not the same god, but, like, Brahma, Ganesh, and Shiva, like...
Yeah, there's...
And then Holy Trinity in Christianity.
Trinity is such
like,
a thing in mythology, like, with Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades.
Yeah.
Somebody said, who would win, Uranus and Gaia versus Typhon? I actually think Typhon, because Uranus was defeated by Kronos, and Gaia knew she couldn't beat Kronos. Kronos was defeated by Zeus, and Zeus couldn't beat Typhon by himself.
Kronos crushed Uranus.
Yeah. Kronos actually sliced Uranus's balls off.
Love that.
So, it's very nice. By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, Wilda here is the manager of the channel and full-time business partner of moi.
Of Immortals.
Yeah. There would be no channel without her. I'm not going to say there would be no game without her, but the game would not be becoming a thing without her. like I made the game on my own time, but she's kind of making the game become an actual game instead of just something I mess around with.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, because we had like a lot of new subscribers on the channel,
yeah.
So y'all might be surprised, who's she? So that's me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I still do get people asking on like the Discord and on YouTube comments like, who's that? Who's Wilda?
Oh, really?
Like, which makes sense. We've got like 30,000 new people this month, which woohoo! Yeah, so it makes sense. Like they don't know who you are. So now you know who she is. Yeah, and as I was saying, it's been 2 years since we posted our very first video. She's the one who recorded that very first video. We made the first 2 videos together. And since then, yeah, she's still helped in other ways. She's helped me come up with videos. She's helped tell me how to improve videos. She made the entire Tinder series, which was a very popular series.
Oh my God, it's him! Thank you for the 99 cents. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
And I think sexy apricot emoji.
I think that's a peach. All right. Well, what was I saying? So yeah, I think Typhon would actually beat Gaia and Uranus, which would be weird because then Typhon would still be standing on Gaia.
So Esteban Nunez asked, favorite Greek god ship that isn't canon?
Like 2 gods that I want together and have never actually been together in mythology. Okay, Hephaestus ends up with the Charity, and I think he's happy with that, so I'm just going to leave that alone. A lot of people are shipping Hephaestus with different people, but I think that's because
what was the first one?
I said, like, a lot of people ship Hephaestus with different people. I don't, because a lot of people don't know he actually ends up with one of the Charity gods, who is... Like, yeah, it's where we get the word charity from.
So pity.
There are 3 women called the Charities, and their entire goal is to bring happiness to anyone they can.
Wow.
So that's where we get the word. Oh, thank you for the $10 donation, Boredom's Aftermath. Are you both familiar with the 4 chaos gods of Warhammer 40k, being such as Khorne, Tzeentch, Nurgle and Slanesh. If so, what are your thoughts on them? Here's the thing. I like Warhammer 40k. I used to paint the minifigures. I've shown you that I used to do that. I have played Warhammer Space Marine. I love it. I love that there's a sequel coming out. I don't know its lore very well, though. I really don't, so I'm sorry I don't. Nurgle is an actual mythological god, though, so in case you didn't know.
Nurgle?
Yeah, there is one named Nurgle. And
what does he do?
Did you ever watch Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
It sounds familiar. It sounds like a
Nurgle was the guy
name.
at the center of the earth who wanted friends with all the
See,
tentacles.
I told you,
that was based on an actual
sad boy.
mythological god.
Nurgle sounds like a sad boy name.
But a Greek god ship I would like. I mean, Hades is already with Persephone. Me with Hestia.
She's the bestia.
Yeah, she is the bestia.
Okay, Stebbins, I didn't answer the question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with the ship thing. I know, I haven't finished answering it. So yeah, me with Hestia. Who else would I want? The thing is, they're all married. Like, who do I put with somebody? I think Hera
didn't stop Zeus.
Hera needs to leave Zeus, but I don't know who she'd even leave him for. That's the thing. Poseidon's happily married. Hades is happily married. Hephaestus ended up happily married. Ares and Aphrodite should just get married. They never actually did. So there's your ship, I guess. Yeah. Just those two should just get the hell together already. Or Hades or Ares should get together with Enyo or something.
Why do I feel like Nyx and Ares would be good?
I mean, I think they have hooked up before in mythology.
Yeah, I feel like, they would just be this dynamic duo of just war and blood. Oh my god, they would be the couple from You after they kill someone.
No.
If you know, you know. And then they just start...
Do I know the story of the Ganga River? You know, that sounds so familiar. I think I did know it, but I don't think I remember it, so now I'm a little sad. So I'm sorry, I don't know. Krishna versus Heracles. That's a good matchup, because they're both huge monster slayers in their mythologies. You know, I'd probably go with Krishna, because Heracles is a demigod and he's really powerful. Krishna is a god, though. He's an avatar of Vishnu. And, yeah, like... The only reason he kind of ended up dying was because it was, like, fated to happen, whereas Heracles was poisoned to death. I think Krishna would actually win that fight, even though I would want Heracles to win because I like him a little more.
I saw a good versus Freya versus Athena.
Ooh, yeah, that's a tough one.
Who would outsmart the other one? Aren't they both, like, the goddesses of, like, intelligence?
Well, Freya not exactly. So Athena's goddess of wisdom and warfare and battle strategy.
Yeah.
Freya is goddess of war also, but also goddess of beauty.
Yeah, I know that.
And queen of the Valkyries.
Yeah, but doesn't she command the Valkyries?
Yeah, well, she's not dumb, but she's not specifically a goddess of wisdom.
I see.
That's what I'm saying. Mimir is that.
Okay, so you think Athena has an edge?
So I think Athena might have an edge there.
At least when it comes to, like, battle.
Yeah. So I think Athena might win that.
But the thing is with Freya, she has her Valkyries.
I already answered the Ganga River comment. Please don't spam it. Well, yeah, if she can bring her Valkyries in, then she might have more of an edge.
Yeah. Does Athena always work alone? Is she like a strategy?
Athena typically, I don't know if her having any minions or anything, but the thing is she joins people on the battlefield and helps them, so I guess you could count that as her group. Have I seen Record of Ragnarok? Yes, we watched it together. There's a video about it on the channel. Happy holidays! How art thou doing? And congrats on having the channel for 2 years. Hello, Wilda. Aw.
Oh,
I said hello to you. Technically, we haven't had this channel for 2 years. We started this channel 1 year and 11 months ago.
Yeah, in January.
But we posted our very first Mythology Guy video on TikTok 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then we made the YouTube channel 1 month later. And honestly, I prefer YouTube.
I love that. So
much.
Ashara Dane asks, my sister is going to Greece soon. Any advice on how to keep Zeus away? I love that.
How to keep Zeus away? That's a good question. How do you keep Zeus away? Dress up as Nyx, or be a Nyx worshiper. Maybe that'll keep Zeus away. Or dress up as Penelope, because for some reason...
Penelope? Who's that?
Odysseus' wife, who refused all the suitors while he was away. For some reason, Zeus never made a move on her, and I have no idea why.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, awesome. Liam Kavanaugh, thank you for the $5 Canadian donation.
What?
Do you think you could do a short video on Canadian folklore, preferably Newfoundland? Just click on the donation, it'll pop up. Preferably Newfoundland, if you could find any. I don't know, Newfoundland has some cool stuff. You know, You know what's a really cool thing that I've recently been looking a little more into Inuit folklore. And did you know Inuit folklore? I showed you, but did you guys know? I love this because I've been looking into so many mythologies, and there's a lot of the same stuff that kind of appears. The same creatures are used a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I've never seen before? A goddamn orca monster, a killer whale monster. It was amazing. I found out, Inuits had these gigantic orca wolves in their mythology that could take either form, and sometimes were just a mix of the two. And it's amazing the kind of stuff Inuits have. They also have a god of polar bears.
Oh, you found one?
Yeah, Nanook.
Nanook.
I'm still looking for a goddamn god of pandas, but I don't think there is one. But I found a polar bear one. So
you know a goddess of pandas.
Yeah, Nanook was the god who would decide if you were allowed to hunt polar bears, basically.
I think someone asked about the card game. If ever you're interested, we do have a link directly to our website in the description box. It should be in this
video.
Yeah, or of any description box.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have link to our personal website for the game and our Instagram where we share a lot of art for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen The Neverending Story? I have. I didn't get into it like everybody else did, but it's a charming movie. About? It's about like this kid reading a book where like the characters in this fictional world is disappearing because kids don't read books anymore.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And so the literal character in the book this kid is reading has to find a way to communicate with the kid reading the book to get him to have faith more in their world and bring back imagination or something. It's a for kids movie. It's very charming. It's nice. Boredom's Aftermath, again with another donation, $5. So we hear a lot about Nyx, but where is Erebus, and what is he doing throughout Greek myth? That's a good question. Yeah, Erebus doesn't really do anything. Nyx is goddess of the night. Erebus is god of darkness.
Hey, he vibing.
Yeah,
he just be in the dark.
He's just vibing. He lives in the underworld, in like the space between the underworld and
he chillin'.
He and Nyx have had several kids together. But yeah, that's about it.
So he's the lover in the dark.
Yes, he is.
So Nyx's toy.
Have I seen American Gods? No, not yet. Sorry. Thoughts on Apollo and Hermes being a couple?
Apollo and Hermes. It was shipped a lot. I think when because they were in the same Tinder video that we made.
Oh yeah, we did have them in the same video.
Yeah, so I think people shipped them.
I love how at the end when I was reading Hermes, you were like, "You're reading Hermes awfully fast." I'm like, "Yeah, he's the god of speed." I personally don't ship it, not because like I'm like, yeah, but that's never been a thing. I've been like, oh yeah, this is what I want. I personally don't really care. If you want to ship it, sure. I don't see it happening because I don't think Hermes is that kind of guy. Mm-hmm. Apollo is, but I don't think Hermes is.
Oh, you know what would be funny? Apollo seducing Hermes.
Brother, stop it.
Oh, that would be cute. You anime people, you would love that.
Oh, God. Do you know Brahman has only 100 years to live? I actually did not know that. Brahma only has 100 years? He should already be dead then, doesn't he? Or are you talking starting now? How is the game going so far? I think it would be funny if Zeus has a certain power that... Okay, sorry, I gotta scroll back up to finish that comment.
Said the comment.
This is from Jesse B. Adams. How's the card game going so far? I think it would be funny if Zeus had a certain power that could put a card out for 9 turns, if that's how it works, because he is Zeus. Why 9 turns, specifically? We do have, like... I guess I'll say it. When you play Zeus, you can play a warrior from your deck because Zeus pops out those, all the time. And Zeus buffs your warriors. So yeah, that's kind of what we have Zeus doing right now. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. What do you think about Mesopotamian mythology? It's fucking awesome. Read the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's really cool. And it's the oldest known mythology right now. Sharkbite says, "Oi, hello, bro!" Oi, hello to you too.
You assume he's from England.
When he says oi, yes, I do assume that. Oi! Starkiller says, who's your favorite god? Hades. I'm very biased. He was my favorite as a kid. I thought I was being all different by having Hades be my favorite. Grew up, realized he's everybody's favorite, so I'm just a
Ooh, I have a question for you,
bitch.
because you answer this question all the time, Hades being your favorite god.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Hades version in, like, all media?
Oh, it's so inaccurate, but Disney's Hercules. It's so inaccurate, but it's so fun!
Wait, okay, the personal question is, Hades or Scar?
Oh, stop that. Hades.
Okay.
Yeah, it is Hades. Gilgamesh is awesome. Indeed, he is. Mythology says, Frey that rides Gullinbursti versus Athena. Again, I think I'd give it to Athena. Frey is like the god of summer and springtime. And he's a good fighter, but I don't think he could beat Athena, especially since his weapon is an antler.
Oh, I remember him. Didn't
Yeah.
Gustavo make his
Yeah, Gustavo did our art for him, and Christoph did his
Ooh,
antler
ooh,
art
I love
for
this
him.
question. Wait, Healer of Waves. Oh, stop moving, chat. Would you say that Thor could outdrink Jesus? Wait, where is it?
Oh no, it's gone!
Hold up.
Oh,
Okay,
there it
okay.
is.
Outdrink Jesus, since his blood is wine. Could Thor beat the guy whose blood alcohol level is 100 or would Jesus be able to win easily? I know this is silly, by the way. No, I love that question.
Oh my god, I've got to do a video where like a vampire bites Jesus and gets drunk. That would be amazing! Okay.
So wait, answer it.
Okay, considering the fact that... Okay, let's just assume Jesus's blood is
That's
literally wine. Let's just assume that. Well, it's like, imagine you're drinking actual blood. How much of that can you drink? I don't think as much as... So let's just take alcohol out of the picture. I still think Thor would win because he drank enough of the ocean to noticeably lower it. So I don't think Jesus can drink that much. Or if he can, he has never displayed that he can. So based on what we know, I'm going to go with Thor on that one. But that's hilarious. Boredom's Aftermath with another $5 donation. Thank you. You must be very bored. Was there ever a god... Whoa. Was there ever a god or being that Hades feared other than Persephone? Well, Hades, the thing is, Hades never wanted to cross Zeus because he didn't, like, let Persephone... Okay, in the version where he's, like, holding Persephone against her will, he wasn't willing to let her go until Zeus said, no, you have to let her go. And then Hades went, okay, let's make a deal.
Let
like,
my
because
daughter go.
Yeah. So Hades went, oh no, she ate a pomegranate. It's literally a rule that if you eat the food down here, you have to leave. And Zeus went, no, we're gonna break the literal rules of your underworld reality. But she'll stay here for half the year. And Hades went, fine. So I don't know if that means Hades feared Zeus, but he certainly didn't want to start drama with him. So you could say maybe he did fear him.
Ooh, so Frode said, fun fact, did you know that Jack Frost was referred to Jakul Frosty in Norse mythology?
I did not know that. That's cool. So it said, have you been to the real Mount Olympus? Can't say that I have. I assume you're talking about the area in Greece, people say, but no, I haven't been there. If you could pick a Greek god or goddess to be your godly parent, who would it be? Now, I always wanted it to be Hades, but if I'm talking about someone whose powers I would actually want, that's actually kind of hard.
Don't you want to, like, control the elements or something?
I would really... power I always wanted is telekinesis, but I don't think that's actually in a mythology.
Oh, yeah. There should be, though.
Yeah. Whose powers would I literally want? I don't know. There's elements of a lot I would... let's just go with Hades. Whatever. I get to pet the dog that way. Have you seen Chaos on Olympus on TikTok? No, I have not. I don't... You know, I put content on TikTok, but I don't really spend a lot of time watching TikTok, honestly. Avatars of Vishnu? Oh, you're just asking who they are? Okay, well, there's quite a few. I honestly can't name all of them, but I'll name some. There's Rama, the great hero of the Ramayana. There's Krishna, hero of the Mahabharata. Well, actually, it's not supposed to actually have an A at the end. So, hero of the Ramayana and hero of the Mahabharata. That's two. Then there is Narasimha, the lion with all the arms and the snakes who killed Hiranyakashipu. That's 3. Then there's Varaha, the giant boar with like 4 arms. That's 4. Then there's who else is there? Then there's Vamana, the dwarf who can grow incredibly large. That's 5. Then there's so many avatars of Vishnu. There's 10 avatars of Vishnu. I just named 5 of them. I'm trying to remember who else there is. There's the guy with the axe, but I don't remember his name. We'll be here all day if I keep this up. I gave you 5. That's what I gave. Odin or Jesus? Well, you didn't really give me a situation. Just
versus.
Odin or versus? Well, probably Odin.
Sorry,
honestly,
Papa.
I don't even think Jesus would really fight.
He'd be chilling with Buddha.
Holy Thank you, Boredom's Aftermath, for the $50 donation. Holy crap. I'm here because I love mythology so much, clearly, that I was once almost suspended from school for correcting the teacher by telling them the difference between Helios, the titan of the sun, and Apollo, the god of light, and many other things. There you go.
You didn't tell me you had a son. Are you his child?
A son, because Helios... No, I did that same thing.
So for those who don't know, tell the story.
Oh my god. Okay.
You'll love this.
Alright, so, I'm so proud of you, Boredom's Aftermath. Do it. If they suspend you, it's worth it. Who cares? I hate teachers whose heeds are so far up their own ass
if you're right, you're right.
They won't accept when they're wrong. School is to educate. Why would you get in trouble for educating? So I was in English class in high school, and sometimes English class becomes Greek mythology class because they sometimes merge the two. I had not been doing good in the class because I was a very bad student in school. Not like I was causing disruptions. I never paid attention. I was always that's me in class. And when we got to the Greek mythology section, like the teacher, she thought I wasn't paying attention, and in her defense, I wasn't. Healer of Waters, thank you for the $1 donation.
Or Healer of Wine.
Thank you for healing our wallets. So yeah, she was like, Andrew, you may not think Greek mythology is important, but it is. And little did she know, I've been learning Greek mythology since I was 3. And so I was like, yeah, I know. I already know Greek mythology. I was just done, because I was tired. Because I was an idiot. I stayed up late all the time, and I just didn't. And I was a little annoyed that my teacher gave me that attitude. But to be fair, she's a teacher. She's allowed to a little bit, and I wasn't paying attention. But I was like, yeah, I know Greek mythology. She went, oh, do you? Because I have a reputation at this point for failing the class. She doesn't think I actually know. She goes, can you name all 12 of the Greek gods? And I went, there are 14. And she went, what? Yeah, and then I named all 14 of them, and she went, okay, sit down. And if, what's funny, if she had looked closely, she would have seen on my desk I had a Percy Jackson book at the top.
That's epic. That's amazing.
Yeah, she actually asked me after class, she was like, you know Greek mythology? I was like, yeah, I'm actually reading some right now.
That's amazing. I love that tale. So yeah, Boredom's Aftermath. I think you are his long-lost child.
Oh, God. If you could bring back any divine being between Buddha, Allah, Jesus, and Vishnu, who would you bring back? Well, Vishnu never died. Are you talking about Krishna? Also, Allah didn't die. Allah is the Muslim name for God, which is technically, it's kind of the same God that Christians like me and Jewish people, we all there's a debate to be made that we may all be worshiping the same God, just calling him different things. We're calling him Yahweh, the Jewish are calling him Jehovah, and the Muslims are calling him Allah. So I wouldn't pick that. Buddha,
Why wouldn't you pick that?
Well, I wouldn't pick that because he's not dead. Also, Vishnu's not dead. So I guess it's between Buddha and Jesus, which are both, I think, would be really cool to come back. My Christian bias, I'll just say Jesus.
See, someone got it. Matthew Margrave said Kangaskhan. I just caught up on 2x speed, wanted to say the Pokemon.
Oh,
see,
that's the one. You were thinking of Kangaskhan.
See, I was like, there's a Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. You know, to be fair, I think he is named after Genghis Khan.
There.
Kangaskhan. Okay. More
That's right. I had a childhood.
Who's your favorite god in Japanese mythology? Ooh, yeah, that's a hard one. Because I already know my favorites of, like, every other. Japanese is the only one I struggle a little bit with on who's my favorite. It might be Hachiman. I really like Hachiman. He's the god of warriors. No, it sounds like a Digimon, because their names end in Mon. Because they're Jamaican.
I was thinking that.
Digimon. Every little thing.
Oh my god! Right. No one asked for this.
Who is the biggest coward in Greek mythology? In Greek mythology, it's hard to say who the biggest coward is. A lot of people like to call Ares a coward because there was one time when he kind of bitched out during the Iliad. But to be fair, he has also kind of run right into battle a lot of times. Like when he ran into battle against the two giants he stood no chance against.
Aww,
so I don't know if I would
He tried.
He did. They shoved him in a jar and just left him there. And he's in there going, ah! Let me out! Brahma is 12 years old. Okay. So,
baby boy.
I don't know how the Hindu myth was written 1,000 years ago, but whatever. We're not going to go down that loophole. Please do not spam the chat. So, yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, who's the biggest coward? I honestly don't know. Yeah, I honestly don't know.
It might be from Japanese mythology. What's her, is it their goddess?
Are you talking about when Amaterasu just ran into the cave and refused to come out, even when the whole world was dying?
He's like, fuck everyone!
Will you ever do a Taino mythology video from the Caribbean? I mean, did I not? Isn't Taino Puerto Rican? Correct me if I'm wrong. I did do a Puerto Rican video called... It was about the evil god who demands sacrifice. I keep forgetting his name, and I hate that I keep forgetting his name. But yeah, you remember it was the one where it's like, you have to put your sacrifices out, or else he's going to come have his way with our women.
Oh.
Like, you got our sacrifices, right, honey? Oh no, I accidentally threw them away. I guess he's going to have his way with me again. Could Thor beat any... Okay, I actually lost that one. Darn it. Which pantheons would get along the best if they met?
Since Greek and Roman are practically the same.
They would fight like hell.
Actually. Yeah, they'd be like, no, me.
The Greeks and Romans actually did fight like hell,
That's
so
true.
I actually don't think their gods would get along. Do more Indian? I will. Which two would get along the best? Not Mayan and Aztec. Those two tribes went to war.
I'm thinking maybe, Hindu and Christian.
You know, I could see it. I think Buddha and Jesus would get along really well. And, you know, Hinduism is one of the mythologies where, like, the Trinity gods, like, are kind of role models. People keep saying, if one of the polytheistic mythologies was real, which one would you want it to be? And I keep saying Hindu, because I feel like that's the one where the gods don't just come down and fuck with people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd probably go with that one. Yeah, probably Hindu and Christian would probably get along the best. Probably.
But in Christian, we only just have the three, huh? And the angels, I guess, and Satan.
Yeah, well...
Not a really big team there.
Yeah. You know, that way it doesn't get crowded. I don't know. If Jesus' blood is made out of wine, does that mean Dionysus created him? It's kind of sus. Get it? Dionysus? Jesus' blood is not literally made out of wine. He said that metaphorically during the last
Ow. That's what they say.
What he meant was like he blessed it.
Maybe that's why Jesus is always so chill. He just be, feeling the wine.
I'm actually going to put out a video soon, like, joking on that exact topic. Back when my hair was long and my beard was long, I recorded the first half of a Jesus video, and I'm going to record the other half sometime soon. Hello, Mythman. Remember me?
From Spooter.
Have you seen Overly Sarcastic Production, I'm guessing, Divine series? I have not. If so, did you like... Haven't seen it. And when, if ever, will you do another Lore Olympus reading? I do need to do another one. One reason I haven't done one in a while is because I used to do those at Shane's house, and Shane's been moving for a while now, and he hasn't finished setting up his equipment at the new place. I could technically probably do it here now, though, because I have learned more about streaming and how to handle it. So I'm going to try to do it soon, but I've been really busy. I finally finished recording the Sea of Monsters review. But Shane is currently editing together. I don't know how to edit big videos like that. And we have one editing guy who's currently at a friend's wedding. And my buddy Shane is the other one who does editing. He's currently editing the 300K special. And when he finishes that, he'll probably do the Sea of Monsters review.
So, GD Skills says, you two give the vibe of the parent that are disappointed at their child because he is not able to name every Hindu god.
I wouldn't be like that, I hope. Rick Hermans, thank you for the €2 donation. I wish Medusa would stop objectifying people.
Fair. And turning them hard.
I did that joke in a video a while back. Who's your favorite Egyptian god? Anubis. Definitely Anubis. In fact, I have statues of a couple of my favorite gods. Let me just grab them.
Didn't Jesus say no idols? No form of other idols?
Jesus did not say that. God did, though. He said that. But what God said was, thou shalt have no other gods before me. I don't have any gods before him.
I know, but wasn't there like a point where they were like, no statues?
He said, you don't make a sculptured image of me. These are not of him.
No,
These
but
are
even
of
of
my
others.
other two gods that I really like. Can you see them? Can you bring up the bottom? There you go. Whee! Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I
don't think they were close enough.
Okay.
To appreciate.
Show it off.
Isn't it cool, guys? And then, can you get the other one?
Yeah. Doo-doo.
It's pretty cool. Statues.
And this Hades statue is actually from Greece. You can get it here, but I got it from Greece.
Mm-hmm. Are these on the Amazon store?
Yeah, they are.
Both?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So yeah, if you guys want your own.
Yeah, like I have them linked on my Amazon store page under the stuff in my room section.
So Frode asked, have you ever read about Scottish mythology?
Yeah, Celtic. I've got some Celtic videos on the channel. Celtic is a mix of Scottish, Irish, Welsh, British, and a whole lot of others. If you want Scottish specifically, I did do videos on the Kelpie, the Nuckelavee, and some others. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chicken nuggies. Sorry, I don't have any. I wish I did. Ahmed Morid says, "Hola, hola, my man. Hola, hola Hello. To you as well." Time is god of every mythology because time has infinite parallel universe. Okay.
I was gonna say, I think I remember this person. Where are you, son of a Jesus? Oh no, where are you?
Oh no, you lost it?
No, I think it was. Okay, anyway, it was Waffle Cult.
Oh,
Here.
Waffle Cult?
Yeah, said, hey, congrats on 2 years. Also, I just realized I've been a fan of the channel for a year. Worth it.
Aww. Thank you, Waffle Cult.
Thank you.
I remember Waffle Cult.
Yeah, same. I was like, wait, I know that name.
Can you tell us about Jormungandr?
He big snack.
He is big snack.
Big snack.
He big snack, child of Loki and Angerboda, can wrap himself around the whole world and bite his own tail. He will kill Thor during Ragnarok, and Thor will kill him.
Wait, how does he kill Thor?
Well, Thor kills him by bashing him with the hammer, but in the process he gets bit by Jormungandr, and Jormungandr's venom kills Thor as time goes by. Loki's children will kill both.
Was Jormungandr Thory that he did that? He wasn't Thory? No Thory?
I'm proud of you. Is there a god of...
Ace Anderson! Oh, sorry. How are y'all? It's good to see how far you guys have come.
Thank you, Ace Anderson.
Thank you.
Let me finish the one I was reading. Is there a god of naming gods? If so, tell him to stop slamming the name on the keyboard. I don't think there is. No, sir. Chaos versus Huitzilopochtli. I'm going to go with Chaos on that one. Chaos is like the be-all, end-all of Greek mythology. I think that's more powerful than Huitzilopochtli. If you could choose a god to be your best friend, who would you choose?
From Patagonico.
Okay. Well, it would probably either be Sun Wukong or Dionysus. Because I feel like those would be fun guys.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. Congrats on 300K. Thank you.
you.
Yes, as I said, Shane is currently editing together the 300K special. I already recorded it. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but I will tell you it's not. It's not a. You know what it is.
Yeah, I'll come to me.
It's not a movie review. It's a new kind of video I'm doing that I hope you guys will like. But I also did shoot a movie review of Sea of Monsters, and he's going to edit that afterwards.
Ouch.
I'm sorry that one took so damn long. If Ragnarok came, whose side would you fight on?
Oh, that's a great question.
The gods or the giants? Nobody's. I'm going home and locking the damn doors.
So are you the lamest Greek god?
Hey, that's the point. I'm Greek. I stay out of the Norse problems. Leave me alone.
Pick a side. You gotta pick a side. Give Starkiller.
Well, considering I already know who will win, I will pick the gods.
What?
I'll probably fight on that side. Does Chaos have a known weakness? No. He literally has... His only story is he was there at the beginning, and everything began with him. What were you gonna say?
Wait, Chaos Titan. But what's... isn't there...
Chaos isn't a Titan. Chaos is a primordial.
Yeah, but is he related to the... Isn't the Chaos Minor god girl through the apple?
Oh, you're talking about Eris.
Oh, are they related?
She is a god.
She's chaotic.
Well, everyone's descended from Chaos, so technically he's related to everybody.
I know.
He actually is her direct grandfather, because Chaos's first child was Nyx, and Eris is the daughter of Nyx.
Boom.
So yeah. Yeah, kind of. So I guess she just inherited that trait. Thank you for the congrats on 300K. I really appreciate that, you guys. Tyr versus Ares. That's kind of a hard... Tyr is the Norse god of war. That's kind of a hard one. Tyr is definitely smarter than Ares. But a part of me feels like Ares might be more powerful. You know, it's a fight I'd love to see. I'd really like to see how that would...
Who would you bet on, though?
Who would I bet
Give
on?
the people what they want. Pick a side.
You know what? I would intentionally bet on Tyr and announce it loudly to make Ares more angry and make him fuck up. Have you read anything about the Arabian gods before Islam? Yes, I read Arabian Nights as a kid, and I love it. Arabian Nights is one of my favorite mythos books.
I saw a funny comment from Frode. I don't believe in Jesus.
Of course. I actually hope to eventually...
Oh, mother!
Oh!
Thank you, Gilda Ramos! Wow, what a new fan! Welcome to the chat.
We do not know who this is.
Who could this be?
But thank you for your generosity. Yeah, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, Arabian Nights, a lot of fun. I hope to eventually add it into the game because I really want to put genies in the game.
Oh, that'd be so
much fun. I want to make genies, maybe make them minor gods or something, and have an effect card the lamp.
I can't wait. It's really fun thinking about abilities for the cards.
Yeah. Really working on, after we get these 7 done, I would really like to have the next expansion just be 7 more mythologies, because there's so much I want to add. So much. Who would win, Chaos and Apophis versus Ra and Kronos? Oh, Chaos and Apophis are going to win that. Look, okay, Ra could beat Apophis because he has several times, but Chaos is going to beat Kronos. That's not even a contest, and then I don't think Ra can beat Chaos. Apophis.
Oh, really?
Jormungandr is big enough to wrap himself around the earth. So Apophis is big enough to swallow the sun whole. Oh. He won't even notice Jormungandr. He will swallow the whole earth with Jormungandr in it.
Okay, I was about to argue bigger doesn't mean
That much bigger does mean something.
Okay, I guess bigger's better.
I think that much bigger does mean something.
Big snack. Big snack for the win.
It's like comparing a worm to an anaconda. I think the anaconda is gonna win.
Okay, fine.
Who would you sleep with, Aphrodite or Ishtar? Oh, God, you're fucked either way, literally. Aphrodite or Ishtar. So Aphrodite, Ishtar is the Mesopotamian goddess of love, and she tries to seduce Gilgamesh, but Gilgamesh points out, like, I don't want to sleep with you because every man you've ever been with has ended up, like, horrible things have happened to him because you're a catty, jealous, can't let go bitch.
Okay.
So I'll take my chances with Aphrodite, because not every guy has been ruined by her, but most of them have. So I guess Aphrodite's the better choice. But Ishtar, literally all of them. So,
okay.
Yeah. Healer of the Waters, thank you for that $5 donation. What do you think would happen if you put Loki and Apollo in a room? I see them trying to out-flirt. Or would they fight over who's hotter? Do you mean literally hotter? Because Loki is god of wildfire,
no, not
and
literally.
Apollo is
Or
god
maybe.
of the sun. Who's hotter? You know what I think? Apollo is a very hopeless romantic.
I love that. That would make such a good, like, animation.
I feel like Loki would just manipulate Apollo, make him think he's interested, but use him to ultimately get out of the room and seize power.
Why? Because Loki is tricky?
Yeah, he's low-key sus.
Oh, wait, Ishtar? Is that who she is?
Yeah.
Ishtar, who's more of a bitch? Ishtar or Hera?
Ooh. I'm gonna say Ishtar, because Hera is a total bitch, but she's also kind of a victim of circumstance.
Yeah.
Do you like Yu-Gi-Oh? Have you played it? I absolutely love it. In fact, I've got my deck right over here. Ah. Let me pull up the thing so I can see it. Yeah, I built a dragon deck a long time ago, and I really like it. I've got three different...
No one can see it.
3 differently printed Blue Eyes White dragons and a whole bunch of other dragons.
The Seal. If you were made a god, what would you be god of? Would you love to live in the world that Percy Jackson books take place in?
It would be cool. I'd rather not, because I'd rather there aren't titans, primordials, and messed up gods that could destroy the earth at any point.
We need some fear in humanity.
But it would still be kind of cool. Dylan Jones, thank you for the $5 donation. You guys are so nice. I burped a little, that's why she backed away. Saint Young Men, a manga about the Buddha and Jesus living as flatmates in modern Tokyo, is being serialized in English. I have heard of this. People have told me about this, and I love the idea. Let's look out for it in Barnes & Noble sometime. It's being put in English, so yeah. I might pick it up, and I might talk about it on the channel. I think that would be fun.
That's cute. I want to look at that.
What do you know about Polynesian mythology? I'm sorry, that was in all caps with 7 exclamation points. Not a ton. I know a bit about Maui. I know about his labors. Maui is kind of like the Hercules of Polynesian mythology in some ways with all the things he did. I also know about Pele and Kamapua'a. And mostly those are the gods I know, pretty much. I've done videos on all 3 of them. I've done a few different Maui videos. That's most of what I know. I'm still trying to learn more, but I've got a lot of... I'm not able to read as much as I used to, which makes me a little sad, but it is the reason for that is because I'm doing all this content that you guys love so much, and I'm working on the game we're making, which I think you guys are going to love also.
Wait, this was funny. Hold on. Patagonico said, Jesus is so sus, he literally respawned. My dad tried to respawn and it didn't work. That's great.
What exactly did your dad do? Fucking lag. Took 3 days to respawn.
Oh, so Jesse B. Adams, could we get an update on how the game is going?
Okay, we currently have our graphic artist finalizing how the cards will look. And we have another artist working on the box art design. So you could say we're pretty close.
Yeah, we're almost done with the artwork. Just like, I don't know, maybe 5% more. And, with the graphic artist, it was really important that we started working with one. Because while we had pretty great templates, we really do want, when we drop the game, that there is a professional touch to them as much as possible.
We liked them, but there were some things about them we thought looked a little amateurish, so we found a graphic artist
we're really happy with him.
He's great, and he's found a way to take what we liked about our templates and change it up just enough to get rid of those amateurish qualities we think. So we're really happy with how he's doing it.
And yeah. So the target is still early next year. If everything still goes smoothly, it will be around March that we drop the Kickstarter. But, you know, if it takes a little bit more time, we'll still try our best to do it early next year.
Glacial Laris says, I have an idea for the foot card. If you don't kill it quick enough, it destroys everything. Because of its myth, how it fucks everything. And if you don't clean it right away.
Wait a minute, what's our ability? Wait, let's do a little spoiler. What's our ability for that guy?
Well, we have the Ashirai Ashiki. We have it as, it just has insanely high power, but you can't play it unless a city is present, because it only bashes through people's houses.
I like that,
but we could probably add in something like that.
That's a great idea. Thank you. I love that idea.
I saw somebody asked who would win Ra versus Odin. I'm going to say Ra would win that. Ra has the power to literally create other gods. I think he...
Wait, but wouldn't Odin see that coming?
But also, Odin gets swallowed whole by Fenrir, whereas Ra can defeat Apophis in a fight.
Okay.
So I'm going to say Ra would win.
Fair.
Will you add Kronos, the god of time, into the game? You know, you should really join our Discord or our Patreon, and you will get that question answered very quickly.
It's time you did that.
Pop quiz. Name the 7 demigods who fought Gaia in the Heroes of Olympus series.
Pop quiz, go!
Very easy. Percy Jackson, Annabeth Chase, and Leo Valdez, and Piper McLean, Jason Grace, what's the name of the Asian kid? Frank Zhang, and last one, Hazel Levesque. There you go, all 7. Full names, by the way.
Wow.
That's how much I like Rick Riordan's work. I finally won one of these pop quizzes. People keep sending me pop quizzes over the Discord, and I fail most of them. Because I do it honorably. I don't look up the answer.
So Fathom Gathergood said, shout out for Krampus, because it's the season. My 4-year-old loves this story.
Oh,
your 4-year-old is awesome.
Your 4-year-old sounds like a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I did a video on Krampus last year, so if you want to see that. Apophis versus Nyx, who would win? It's funny because Apophis wants to eat the sun, and Nyx is literally.
What if she turns up the light of the sun?
That's actually a good question. Who would win? Because they're both huge outer space celestial beings.
Lights off. No, Nyx would win because she'd turn off the lights, and then Apophis would crash into the sun. Boom.
You know, I'm gonna say Nyx would probably win that, but that one's not as definitive as the other ones. I'm not sure. Who would win in a trickster war? Loki or Anansi? Okay, that's Anansi.
It's a trickster god of this other mythology god.
Anansi is the West African trickster. Mm-hmm. They've both tricked like gods and shit. So like, you know, Loki literally was able to kill a god, though.
Who did he kill?
Baldur.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm just gonna fall back on Loki for
that
one.
Just because we know a little bit more.
Yeah, like
about
my Norse
him.
myth knowledge is a lot stronger than my West African mythos knowledge. Wait, if Zeus takes the form of animals to hold on.
From wells.
Yeah, from wells. What a fucking name. I love you, man. Wait, if Zeus takes the form of animals to seduce people, does that mean he is a furry? Also, when Zeus has kids with people as an animal, wouldn't the baby be an animal or a human?
I don't like thinking of this.
Okay, well, every single time it's been a human, so I'm gonna say it would be a human. Don't know. I guess Zeus can't change his sperm.
Wait, has Zeus ever had a child who was like a halfie?
Not that I know of. Athena has. Well, technically Gaia. Whatever. Hephaestus did. Hephaestus had a kid by shooting his seed onto Athena, which she wiped off, and it landed on the earth. So some people debate whether Athena's supposed to be the mom of that kid.
Again?
Hephaestus once tried to hook up with Athena. She said no. He jerked off and shot his seed onto her thigh. And she wiped it off. It landed on the earth and grew into a child, which was half snake. Yeah, you could definitely say Zeus is a furry. I love Percy Jackson so much. I have Riptide and a Heroes of Olympus necklace.
Wow.
How big of a Percy Jackson fan are you? That's awesome, Jesse B. Adams. I am a big enough fan to have read every single book. I have not finished Trials of Apollo, but I do have all of them. And the only reason I haven't finished them is because I keep getting sidetracked by other things. Gravity, thank you so much for the $5 Canadian donation. Does H.P. Lovecraft's work count as methodology? I think you meant to say mythology.
No, I meant method.
Okay, it's totally methodology. I mean, I'm not the methodology guy, God damn it. No, I think you meant to say mythology. Now, here's the thing. Normally, I don't count obvious works of fiction as mythology because, like, some people are like, ooh, can we count Star Wars as mythology? And I say, no, because no one's ever actually believed that's a real thing.
Oh, wow. How
But
offensive.
with Cthulhu, I feel like Cthulhu... Here's the thing. We know that's not real because we know H.P. Lovecraft wrote that, and he didn't write it for people to believe in it. He wrote it for it to be a creepy story. But there are actually people who, like, worship that shit. So, okay, sure. To the
He's
point
a
where
mythology to
I
some
actually might... It's not been set in stone like a lot of others have. I might put it in the game one day.
No, we were talking about, like, tall tales, you know.
Yeah,
like
we were talking about doing, like, an
expansion
Urban Legends expansion.
with the Wendigo.
The thing is, though, Cthulhu has a whole in-universe of its own, so I'm like, I could build a deck around that. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe.
Train Time Boy said Loki literally did a horse.
Yes, he did. So did Poseidon. It was Demeter, but she was in the form of a horse. And so was he.
Why?
They got it on as horses.
Why, they were horsing around?
Oh, like that. You're a brat, you know that? Anyway, because Demeter was crying. I actually did today's video was on this topic. Demeter was crying because she missed Persephone. So you know what Poseidon did? He decided, I'm gonna hit it. So he went over.
Wait, Demeter was crying.
Demeter was crying because she missed her daughter. So Poseidon saw them and went, this is a good time to hit it. So he went and was like, come on, I'm going to hit it. And Demeter went, no, you ain't going to hit it. And he went, yeah, I is going to hit it. And Demeter went, you get the hell away from me. He went, I ain't getting the hell away from nobody. And so he chased her around. And then she ran off out of his sight and turned herself into a horse. And she was like, aha, he will not notice me now that I am a horse. However, she is an idiot because Poseidon is the creator and lord of horses.
No.
So he looked at her and went, ah, that is you pretending to be a horse. All right, you want to play that game? I'm going to play that game. He turned into a horse and went, let's get it on. And he went full BoJack Horseman on her. And they had 2 children together.
So, spoiler, y'all. That's an upcoming skit video.
Thoughts on the Percy Jackson musical? Haven't seen it yet, but when I do, and I will see it, I'm going to do a video about it. I might do another crossover with the Struggling Alto for that one. Is Pan a bisexual god? I have never seen anything suggesting that. I know everyone likes to say, we want Pan to be pansexual. That's just his name. That wasn't a thing back then. And Pan...
How do you know? The Greeks...
However... Yeah, I don't know for 100% certain. I'm not the be-all, end-all on what these are. But based on what I've read, I'm going to say no because Pan often chased women and they often ran away
he could have been hiding.
Could have been closeted.
Did Zeus ever have a male lover?
Yes, Ganymede.
Who?
He was like the cupbearer of the gods.
Oh, always the assistant.
Zeus went, I got something else you can bear, boy.
Oh, no.
And he turned into an eagle. And he said, here, it's time for some bird dingus. Who would win, Kronos or Cthulhu? I think Cthulhu would win that. Cthulhu is a very, very, like, all-powerful god in his lore.
According to Lovecraft.
Yeah. Mythology Guy, the real question we should ask is, why does every woman or guy in mythology allow themselves to do it with some type of animal? Well, that's assuming they're allowing it to happen. For all, the eagle or swan or horse or whatever is jumping on them, they're like, what is happening?
Wait! What was your advice for the person going to Greece to avoid Zeus from...
Oh, I said dress up as Nyx,
right.
or maybe Penelope. person exists. Zeus. Ayo, let's have kids. Could Thor beat any major Aztec gods? I'm sure he could beat most of them, actually.
Oh my god, I just realized something.
What?
Zeus still exists. He comes in the form of dogs when they hump you.
Wasn't that one of the earliest videos we did?
What?
Remember? Hera has a household pest.
Oh, right.
Oh, Hera, your dog is humping my leg. I don't have a dog, but who's humping my leg? Zeus! You remember that video? That was one of the first videos. Yeah, I think Thor could easily beat most of the Aztec pantheon. I think Huitzilopochtli would be a legit threat. Maybe Tonatiuh would also be one.
What are you answering?
They said, do you think Thor could beat any Aztec gods? I do think he could beat Quetzalcoatl, because he beat Jormungandr, and I think Jormungandr might be even bigger than Quetzalcoatl, and I don't even know if Quetzalcoatl is venomous. Who would win in a drinking match, Thor or Zeus? I'm going to go with Thor on that one, for similar reasons to what I said earlier in this video. How do Greeks explain beards? Do they just think that shouldn't be questioned? Well, I've never seen anything on them specifically talking about beards. Who? Greeks.
Oh, what's the question? Are they against?
Do they just think that should happen? Like, just for people to have beards? I don't know. They didn't...
I thought it was about Norse.
I've never read any Greek story that specifically addressed beards. And, well, duh.
Ding, 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 ding. We need a bell. Ding, ding, ding.
We really do. Air Tank 58 came in here with a $100 donation.
99.99.
Okay. Take a penny, leave a penny. Now it's a $100 donation. Thank you so much. That is absolutely goddamn insane, and I cannot thank you enough.
I just thought of something. We should, like, the next time we do a live, when there's a donation, we should, like, drink some wine. Every time. Actually,
that would be nice. All right, so Air Tank 58, we gotta read this.
Woo!
Said,
thank you so much.
Would you be willing to tell us before you go or set up an online event, out of each of your favorite gods from each mythology, which win in a battle? Which is the worst death out of all the myths you've read? Ooh.
Okay, 3 questions. Let's get it.
Okay, out of each of my favorite gods? Okay, well, and this will answer another person's question, because I saw someone say, who's your favorite Hindu god? Okay, my favorite gods are Hades, Anubis, Loki, Gone Hunter, thank you for the $2 donation. Quetzalcoatl isn't from Aztec myths. He is Kukulkan in Mayan myths, if that's who you're talking about. Or at least that's how I know it. So I said Hades, Anubis, Loki, and then Mictlantecuhtli, and then from Chinese it's Sun Wukong, and then in Japanese Hachiman, and in Hindu it's Kali. And then in Celtic, I actually haven't really picked a favorite. The Dagda, I think it was in Celtic. Yeah, I really like the Dagda. Which of them would win in a fight? Now that's kind of hard. I'm thinking it's either going to be Sun Wukong or the Dagda. The Dagda is the leader.
Out of all the gods you just listed?
Or Kali. But I think Sun Wukong could beat Kali, because I think he could outsmart her.
He can turn into any animal?
Yeah.
Can he turn into any person and stuff?
He has. I think he can take just about any form.
So he could be Kali if he wanted to.
Yeah, but it wouldn't change his power, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so is he just powerful?
He's incredibly powerful, though. He defeated the entire army of heaven.
But what's his power? It's just fighting and he's really strong?
He has 72 powers.
Oh, so his powers are the animals.
Well, the forms are one of his 72 powers. He also has the power to... He can take hairs out and turn each hair into a clone of himself.
He's just a fucking magician.
He can control wind. He can extend his staff. He can...
Sun Wukong's the original magician!
He can turn his skin to stone. Yeah, he kind of is.
Yes, because he has a staff like a wand.
Boredom's Aftermath, thank you for another $5 donation. This is turning into a mythological auction.
Wait, you're not done with this.
I know. I just wanted to say that before it disappeared.
Okay.
Out of all of these, I'm going to say it might be Sun Wukong or the Dog. Here's the thing: the Sun Wukong was able to outwit and get around all of the Chinese underworld gods at once. So I think that already beats Hades and Mictlantecuhtli and Anubis. Who's a better trickster, Sun Wukong or Loki? I'm actually gonna say Sun Wukong because of all the powers he has to aid with his trickery
He's just
and the level of tricks he has pulled off. Boredom's Aftermath says an auction of questions. Oh, well, I guess you could kind of say that. Thank you for another $5 donation, by the way. Boredom's Aftermath, you're being really awesome. You guys are all awesome, by the way. But yeah, thank you so much for these donations.
Wait, was Sun Wukong ever killed?
Yeah, well, was he ever killed? Is that what you're asking? There's debate about that, because there's one point where another Monkey King named the Six-Eared Macaque, took the form, and they couldn't tell which one was Sun Wukong and which one was the Six-Eared. But Tang Sun Zhang successfully identified Sun Wukong, and they killed the Six-Eared. But there are some people who say, what if he chose wrong and they actually killed Sun Wukong? So that's the main thing. But I think Sun Wukong would win.
Who killed?
Well, the Journey to the West characters.
Killed Sun Wukong?
They killed the other Monkey King who tried to pretend to be Sun Wukong.
Ah, true friends.
But some people debate, what if they accidentally killed the wrong monkey?
Oh, idiots.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Okay, so I'm going to say Sun Wukong out of all of these would win. He has overcome so much. I think he could find ways to outwit every single one of them. Okay, who had the worst death out of all the mythos I've read? Oh, by the way, Gone Hunter, thank you for the $2 donation. No, Aztecs were in Peru. Quetzalcoatl is Mayan mythos. In Mayan, I'm pretty sure it's Kukulkan, but I can look that up later. Anyway, who has the worst death? Now, there are a lot of bad deaths in mythology. Getting killed by the Awizot is one of the worst. That thing literally rips your eyes out, your fingernails out, your toenails out, and your teeth out, and leaves you still alive, laying in the water as bait for other... Yeah, I'm just gonna say that's the worst one, because that one it makes me uncomfortable to think about or say a lot. And this is kind of a personal thing, because I don't like the idea of any of my nails coming out.
Yeah, I know.
I can't imagine a creature ripping all of them out, and my eyes and teeth, and then leaving my still alive body floating in the water until someone else comes and tries to help me.
And he puts you in the ocean salt water? I broke him.
It's the Awizot. Awizot is the worst one. That's the worst one.
Wait, and then he has one more question.
Was there something else?
Would you be willing to tell us before you go or set up an online event?
Well, I do tell you guys, don't I? I scheduled this 2 days ago, or 3 days ago. So yeah, that is my way of telling you. Also, sometimes I put community posts letting people know. So that's my way of telling you. If you don't think it's enough, though, let me know. Alright, sorry I wasn't answering anybody else for a while, but, that was a $100 donation. That guy deserves to get his money's worth. So, okay, back to everybody else. I hope that answered your question.
Okay, Dog Haver says, "Hey,
Mythology guy! If every god from every myth was reincarnated, which one would you want to meet the most, and which one would you want to meet the least?"
Great question.
Again, the one I'd want to actually meet the most would be Jesus, because I have so many questions. I have so many questions, like what was real, what was made up, what was exaggerated.
About his story?
And
or
Jesus
about...
has a direct line to God also, so I feel like I can also ask him some other questions on that too. But if we're talking polytheism, I think it'd be Sun Wukong. I think it would be so much fun to just sit next to him and listen to him talk about his life and his story.
What if he's a shit storyteller?
Well, then I'll regret it, but I'm gonna try it anyway. At end of the day, I get a selfie with Sun Wukong. That's a win no matter what happens. By the way, Elite Gunner, thank you for the $5 donation. No way this is your second anniversary. Today is my birthday! Happy birthday, Elite Gunner. That's amazing.
Cute.
Alright, he said also, which god would I want to meet the least? I don't want to get fucked by Zeus. So I'm just gonna... Anybody who might fuck me. So I'm gonna say probably Zeus, because I know he fucks guys too. I don't want to get swanned in the ass.
Wait, question. Who's the thirstiest god?
Thirstiest?
Yeah, is there anyone worse than Zeus?
Yeah, actually, it might be Zeus.
Really?
Because he has so many kids. So many.
He should be the god of life.
Yeah. Other people are wishing him happy birthday.
Aww,
that's great. Do you play Smite? I used to. I used to play it back when I played it. They had like just added in Aphrodite, I think. That was a long time ago. I hear they have so much more now, and I might play it on the channel at some point. I didn't keep playing it because MOBA gameplay isn't really my thing. I was sad there was no story mode or anything like that. Air Tank is back with a $2 more donation. Holy shit. It was a typo. I meant for the card game. Oh, you're saying let us know if there's an event for that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. No, don't say you're sorry, man. You are being incredibly generous. You are awesome. Of course, we would absolutely let you guys know.
Yeah. For the future, maybe when we drop the Kickstarter and stuff, we may do like lives on the channel where we show you guys how the game works.
Yeah,
like
we
might show like him versus me to give you guys an idea for the game flow and stuff. And we definitely give you guys a notice as well.
Yeah, and we'll announce it everywhere.
Oh, yeah. We'll spam.
Announce it on
We're
YouTube,
gonna spam.
on YouTube, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, TikTok, all of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm running out of questions, but I can't remember why do you like Loki so much?
Because
tricky. He's funny. That's the main thing. I respect a man, as I've said this in many lives, but I will say it again. I respect a man who will literally tie his balls to a goat and let the goat yank on him just to make somebody laugh.
Dedication.
I respect the craft there.
Dedication.
As a comedian myself, I highly respect the craft.
How old is Loki? Says Levy Ackerman.
Oh god, I don't remember. Like, we have a Tinder video where we put his age in. Let me just look that up. Quick.
Classic Catastrophe says, "Give us your hair care routine, my lord."
I take a shower. That's it.
You don't know how many times though.
Hey, go fuck yourself. I'm kidding. I take a shower and then I do this with the towel.
Like
That's
a dog.
My hair care.
Dodge.
I am
Dodge.
a dog.
He's Dodge.
I am Dodge. Alright, what age do
Atsume the Bee says, "Who's better at making wine, Jesus or Dionysus?"
I'm gonna say Dionysus.
Yeah.
Apparently, back in the day, like wine wasn't even.
You know, I would even argue
really.
that Dionysus. Look, so Jesus can make wine, right?
Yeah.
But Dionysus is a connoisseur.
Yeah,
you
he
know?
is a connoisseur. Absolutely, connoisseur of wine. We should really do another Tinder video.
I know.
It's been a while. All right. Hold on. Loki coming up. What? How? Because we put their actual ages in these Tinder. For Loki, we made him 4,985 years old.
What?
There
2
you
years
go.
ago?
About a year ago. So now he's 4,986. Be happy. And if you're wondering where I get that reference from, I actually do look up. I try to look up when these myths originated, or I base it off like when the Earth first came in, or when these religions would think the Earth first came into being, or something like that.
Ooh, Nightlight says, "How many humans would it take to just overwhelm Ares with the modern weapons we have?"
All of them. Ares is the literal god of war. I think he would have some power related to our modern weapons.
Oh, yeah.
If you like Loki, you should read The Witch's Heart by Genevieve Gornishek. Okay. Interesting idea. The Witch's Heart. Okay. Is Santa Claus a god? I'm going to say no on that one. He is a saint. Saint Nicholas, that's not the same thing as a god. Just like Saint Peter isn't a god. You know? But it is a very high status that you can receive.
Ooh, so Vinesh Rai said, "Hi, tell me something about Lord Shiva and Hindu gods."
Okay. Lord Shiva, you know that snake Lord Shiva has around his neck? That is Vasuki, the king of the Nagas, which are Hindu celestial snakes in Hindu mythology. Now, what's interesting is there is one story about by the way, thank you for the $5 donation, Elite Gunner. I'll answer your question shortly. But first I'm going to finish this one. So at one point, there was a poison, and in order to get rid of it, Shiva drank the poison, because he's ballsy like that. The poison may have killed him, but his wife Parvati grabbed him by the throat and actually kind of choked him in order to make his throat bruise, so that the poison couldn't finish getting
smart.
in there.
What a wife she was.
And as a result, that's why Shiva has a purple throat. And then there are also versions of the story that say the snake around Vishnu's throat also holds his neck just tight enough to keep the any residue of the poison from reaching the rest
so
of him.
cool.
Also, the poison burns Shiva's throat, but because the snakes are cold-blooded, and Vasuki is like the lord of snakes, he's the coldest of all, so he cools Shiva's neck.
That's so cute.
So that's a cool little fun fact if you didn't know that already. All right, now to answer Elite Gunner's question. Thank you for that $5 donation. What got you into mythology? So when I was 3, my mom used to read me Dowleri's Greek Myths. That's what got me into mythology. And it was one of the first books I ever read through on my own. It's in my Amazon store page. I highly recommend it to any beginner who wants to get into Greek mythology themselves. As I got older, I read more Greek myths. I played a game called Age of Mythology. It got me into Egyptian and Norse, and it kept going from there. So, thank you very much.
That's funny. Stormmaster says, what would happen if Zeus and God had a conversation?
I think God would be a little critical.
Yeah, God would be, why are you the way that you are?
Yeah. Why are you the way that you are? Stop it. I think that would happen. Have you watched Overly Sarcastic Productions? Yes, but I haven't watched a ton of them. But I've occasionally used their videos as like a way to triple check like information. I like to try to, most of the time, I don't always do this, but most of the time before I make a video on something, I try to like double check or triple check to make sure I have the information right. Like, usually my first source will be the book I read where I first heard about it. Then my second source is I'll do a Google search and see what pops up about it. And then my third source is I'll try to find a YouTuber talking about it. And Overly Sarcastic Productions is one of those. Some other great channels for that are Mythology and Fiction Explained and See You in History.
Welcome, Dino Plays YT. He said, hello, I'm Dino, and I'm new here. Welcome.
Welcome.
Enjoy.
Favorite Greek god and goddess. Okay, favorite Greek god is Hades, and goddess, I really like Athena. You can go with that one. But what are your opinions on the modern depictions of deities in Overly Sarcastic Production? Are you talking about the little comics they do during the story? I think that's a cute way to make it fun for people. It reminds me a lot of Horrible Histories.
Ooh, Atsume the Bee said, Jormungandr versus Shesha.
Shesha? You remember our artwork for Shesha in the game? He's a gigantic in space. He could go toe-to-toe with Apophis.
Oh, yeah?
He could.
You think?
Shesha could.
That's so cool! I love that.
So Shesha wins that. And Shesha has 5 fucking heads, even if Jormungandr can fight one.
Yeah, but who's the smarter snack?
Shesha. Shesha is friends with Vishnu.
Okay, yeah, Shesha. It's Shesha.
Yeah.
Wait, so is the other one, is he just like wild? Boy?
Okay, he's not stupid, but I think Shesha is a lot smarter.
But he's more animalistic.
He is more animalistic than
that's
Shesha
what I was
is,
thinking.
for sure. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But he does have intelligence to him as well. But Shesha is on another level.
They're out of this world.
Yeah. All right, so, Elite Gunner, thank you for the $10 donation. All right, I have to go. You two have a good night. Thank you so much. You have a good night as well. Thank you so much for joining us for this. By the way, an early happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas and Merry whatever else you do. Boredom's Aftermath is back with another $5 donation. Zeus would be asking God why he only had one son and who the mother was. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, that's probably true. Oh, God. What is your... From Jude Freirich, what is your favorite modern depiction, books, or movies of modern deities? Percy Jackson. Yeah, that's just my favorite book series, and that doesn't mean it's the best book series, but I have a huge bias towards it, and I really, really love it, and it really ignited, and even though my love for mythology never went away, I feel like it became way bigger while I was reading Percy Jackson.
Yeah, and what I love about the Percy Jackson series, too, is I think it captured a lot of people who weren't even into myth. I wasn't. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I remember, you read the mini book, the one that's more serious. Are you talking?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then I wasn't into that, but then when I read Percy Jackson, it got me into it.
Yeah, that's cool. Margie Stank says, this is cool. Thank you. Somebody said, who would win, Sun Wukong or Son Goku? Now, that's a good question. I feel like maybe Goku as he is now could win, because Goku as he is now goes up against Lord Beerus, who is clearly supposed to be Shiva. So, and I think Shiva's more powerful than Sun Wukong.
Lord Beerus or actual Shiva god?
Well, it's based on the
Come
same
on!
guy!
Goku and Sun Wukong.
It's, you know what, just to avoid pissing people off, I'll say Shiva. Sorry, an anime character is not going to beat your god. How did you start reading Percy Jackson? Actually, it was a Christmas gift. Just at one point. Or was it a Christmas? I remember getting it around the Christmas season. I think my mom and dad just brought home The Lightning Thief, and they were like, cool. We think you'd like this. And I was like, and I looked at the back, I was like, I think I would like this. And I read it. And I was like, hell yeah. And then I went and picked up the next 3 books, because the 5th one wasn't out yet.
Pantagonico was like, does Zeus have AIDS or HIV? I asked this in mythology class and got detention for being inappropriate, disrupting class, or some other random bullshit. You're a rock star.
Teachers are so...
I mean, I get it, but also that's funny as fuck. So you're a rock star.
Sense of humor, my god.
You're so funny.
That's great.
That's great.
I'm gonna say no, because one of his godly perks is that he doesn't get You know what's interesting? Gods, I don't think they can get sick, but they can all get poisoned. Ra was poisoned. Thor was poisoned. Shiva was poisoned. It's interesting.
Are you saying the Wiccans can defeat the gods?
Stop it. Dino plays YT, says Mythology Guy. I have a confession to make.
Yes, Dino plays YT. What do you want to say?
What do you have to confess? What is this sin?
That's what I was thinking.
Bacon Master, hey, says, has Artemis ever used a crossbow in any stories or myths? I don't think so. I've never heard of that. And even if she encountered a crossbow, I don't know why she'd want to use it. Her silver bow was made for her by the Elder Cyclopses. That's about as good as gear gets in Greek mythology. The best builders in Greek mythology are Hephaestus, the Elder Cyclopses, and the Telkynes. If you can get gear from them, you want to hold on to that. If you're wondering who the Telkynes are, they're the ones who made weapons for the Titans.
Ooh.
Yeah. The Mythology Guy, a very good and helpful teacher. Thank you, Linus. Have you ever read Record of Ragnarok? Not yet. I've seen the anime and did a video on it, but I haven't read it yet. Is Ragnarok a rock? It is not. It is a battle.
But it rocked their world. Okay, Mythology was like, bro, I've been trying to learn Egyptian mythology, but there are like a billion different variations. Greek, Norse, and Aztec was so much easier.
Yeah, Egyptian is insane because every pharaoh kept changing shit. Every pharaoh kept going, now we're doing it this way. And it's infuriating. If you want to just basic learn Egyptian mythology, maybe just pick up the Jake Jackson book. That's a good way to...
Is Amazon store?
Yeah, it's on the Amazon store. So yeah, Jake Jackson does a really good job of basically compiling all the need-to-know stuff of a mythology you're learning. There's no Dowlari's book on it, unfortunately, but there is a Jake Jackson book.
Is he the guy who did the Hindu myths?
Yeah, the one who got me.
Yeah.
You're the one who introduced me to Jake Jackson, and I love it. Linus likes your joke. Rocked their world. Gina Adams with a $5 donation. Thank you so much. Love all your content, especially the lore. Aw, can't wait until your card game comes out. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much. That's so sweet, Gina. Thank you. Aw. Who was that guy who had a confession to make?
Wait, he said, I'm sorry, but it's a small part of myself.
Oh, it's Dino Plays. He says, I'm sorry, but... Oh, he must have already made the confession. Oh, shit, did we miss it?
Oh, Mythology Guy. I'm a furry. I'm sorry.
Hey, if you're not hurting anybody, you do you, man. You guys have conventions.
Yeah.
Have fun, you know?
Yeah.
Did you like that one joke, that Egyptian Yo Mama joke I made? Was that in good taste for you? The one where, Yo Mama's so dumb, she thought she found the Egyptian gods when she stumbled onto FurryCon. There's nothing wrong with being a furry, you know? You do you. Everybody do your thing.
Live your best life.
My opinion is always, you do you so long as you're not causing problems for someone else. Doesn't matter. I have a question. Will Artemis win against a Wendigo? I would say yeah. I don't think a Wendigo can beat a goddess. Wendigos aren't like gods. They're just monsters. Can you please make a video on Islam mythology? I don't know any Islam mythology, to be honest. I know as much as your typical guy on the street does. So if I ever learn it, we'll see. White Hawk, thank you for the $5 donation. Have you watched Supernatural? I haven't yet, but I know it's highly myth-related, so I'm gonna eventually watch it and do videos on it season by season, because there's like 11 seasons. So, yeah.
Yikes.
I'll eventually do that, but when I have a little more time. Dino Play said, I'm always afraid of getting hurt. I'm a coyote named Floofa, I guess in his fur, that's his fursona.
That's cute, Floofa.
Cool, Floofa. That's cool, yeah, why not? Just who knows, maybe the coyote god Huehue Coyote will help you out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If the Elder Cyclops made... okay, damn it. If the Elder... Jose asks, if the Elder Cyclops made a weapon for you, what would you have them make? Ooh,
That's a good
I'd
question.
really love to have a staff like what the Monkey King has, the thing that can extend and retract.
You want a long thing.
Okay, listen here, you little shit. I don't know. Here's the thing, I don't really need a weapon. I don't really do a lot of fighting. I'm trying to think of something that would just make everyday life more convenient.
You're freaking lazy.
What are you expecting to ask for? A sword? Am I gonna go fight somebody?
Yeah, you should get the staff to close the door whenever someone doesn't close it all the
Make me
way.
like a cup like what Dionysus has. Make me an infinite cup or a horn of plenty.
Actually,
or
you
some
would
shit.
need that. You would want that.
I would love that. Dylan Jones, thanks for another $5 donation. Did you watch Avatar The Last Airbender? Yes, I did. What are your thoughts on the series? I love it. I think it's wonderful. And Wilda loves it even more than
what do I love?
Avatar The Last Airbender. You know, that animated show?
Yeah.
She hasn't seen past the first episode.
Yeah, I don't want to.
You're a heretic, you know that. Can you do more Japan mythology, asks Linus. I will. Definitely. Japan is one of my favorites. Is there any other way to help the channel? I can't donate. Hey, you help the channel just by being a part of it. Just by watching all the videos with your ad block turned off.
Yeah, playing it in the background just because.
Just playing them all. You can go ahead and just mute your device. And
just
all
have
the
it play
videos on
all
repeat.
day, every
Not
day.
Not in shorts form, because I don't get anything for that.
Aw, Jesse B. Adams was like, this month is the gift that keeps on giving. Been 6 months since I started watching you.
Oh, well, I'm glad you like it.
Cute.
All right. Nightlight says, how much do you know about genies? Because I've read it sounds like they're in a parallel world of ours, but I could be misinterpreting it.
The Upside Down?
It could be possible.
That's
there.
scary.
I do know genies and jinn are a lot more malevolent in the actual mythos. They're part of a whole race. Like, there's so many names for them. Genie, jinn, Efreet. Read Arabian Nights. You'll have a blast.
Someone asked where can I learn Greek mythology.
Click the Amazon store link in the description. I highly recommend starting with Dowlary's Greek Myths. It's perfect for beginners. Mm-hmm. All right. Just George, thank you for the $3 donation. Just came out of work. I'm glad y'all are streaming. We're very glad to be streaming. Thank you. Welcome. Nemo Nova, thank you for the $5 donation. On behalf of Patagonico, thank you for all you do, Mythology Guy. You inspire more people to learn mythology. Aww.
You do.
I'm so glad we started this channel. Thank you for the idea.
Of course.
It was her idea. She's awesome. Which book should I read for Greek mythology? As I said earlier, you want Dowlary's Greek Myths. That's the way to go.
Yeah, just go to the Amazon store in the description, and he has a whole bunch of Greek mythology books that you really...
that I highly recommend. That I think are highly educated. It's not every book I've read, but these are the ones that I think you'll learn from. Is what I think. And the ones you'll really enjoy. Are there any horror-type mythology stories in Greek mythology? Okay, before you said Greek mythology, I had like 30 ready. Because I could name a ton of Romanian, Japanese, and Aztec. In Greek mythology, horror-type stuff. I mean, Tantalus feeding his kid to the gods is pretty fucked up. The closest thing I'd say called horror in Greek mythology is the way some people get punished for the horrible shit they've done. If you think about it, yeah, Tantalus fucking killed his son Pelops and tried to feed him to the gods, and as punishment got turned into a wolf for the rest of his life.
Why a wolf?
Because, wolves are just so hungry and desperate for meat. That's supposed to be the thing Tantalus became when he was on the inside. Yeah, crow would have made a little more sense, I think. So yeah, I mean, I guess you could count those as horror stories, but there is some straight up horror shit in Japanese mythology. Look up the tale of Oiwa-san. That needs to just be made into a horror movie. Oiwa-san is the ghost lantern woman.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, Bacon Master 999 asked, are there any myths that involve time travel? And if so, how complicated is it?
I do not know of any.
That's a good question.
But yeah, I that would be cool if someone could find one. If somebody else knows one, Boredom's Aftermath, again, thank you for another $5 donation. 40k Inquisitor turns around. Did someone say heretic? That must be a Warhammer reference. Pretty cool. Can you do a wisdom with Mimir? What, right now? Okay.
On the topic of creatures.
Yeah, okay. Hold on. I gotta do, I'm gonna do this, I gotta do it right.
Can we see you? Hold on.
I have no body.
You got no body.
Oh, we gotta say it first. Wisdom
with Mimir.
Teachers who brag that most students can't pass their class are idiots. It is literally your job to educate people. That's what you get paid for. If most students fail your class, that means you suck at your job. Not a thing to brag about. Okay, so there you go.
There you go. Little bonus wisdom with Mimir. I should have done this. Would this make you look like a floating... Oh, I could have done something like...
You know what? Why are you coming in here now with this idea? Alright, Dino Plays says, I love you all. Yay! Frode says, I'm eating wheat thins with Mimir. That's great. Do you have any Cool Whip? Faceless says, that was a wonderful wisdom with Mimir.
Where? Where does it say that?
Right there. I mean, I'm just pronouncing it that way.
Oh. I thought they spelled it that way.
You know, some people in the comments of one of the videos said, you idiot, that's not how wisdom is pronounced. I'm like, it's a joke.
Who's the real idiot if you can't sense sarcasm?
Just Aegis says, congrats on 2 year. Thank you. Just Aegis is a certified bodyguard. That makes sense because Aegis is the name of a shield in Greek mythology. So if you're a bodyguard, it makes sense to call yourself Aegis. Favorite Percy Jackson book, Last Olympian. I love that one. It's just fighting and fighting and fighting. It's some Lord of the Rings shit. Do you know about Ganga? Okay, I talked about that earlier. I actually don't remember what Ganga is, and I'm very ashamed of that now. Who would win, Odin versus Typhon? I think Typhon would win that. It took, like, all the Greek gods to beat Typhon, so I think Odin would need help to beat Typhon.
Nightlight, in an arm wrestling match, who would you think would win, Atlas or Kratos? Who's Kratos again?
Kratos is the character from the God of War series. Now, Kratos can lift a lot, but I don't think Kratos would be able to lift the whole world. And in God of War, you see Atlas lifting the whole world, not just the sky. So I'm going to say Atlas on that one. Also, Atlas's hand is bigger than Kratos.
What?
In God of War. Yeah. Yeah, they made Atlas a gigantic being in God of War, which makes sense. He's holding up the whole world.
Wait, who's stronger? Oh, wait, no. Him or Pongu?
Pongu.
Atlas or Pongu.
I'm going to say Pongu is stronger than Atlas. Atlas holds up the sky, but Pongu holds up the sky while also pushing down the earth.
Of course he's Asian overachiever!
And he did both of those things for 8,000 years.
Strong boy.
Mythology Guy, what do I do? My old shoes are coming to life. I'm scared. Do I step on them? Okay, what you do is, You
say, out of this house!
Yeah,
out of this house!
Okay, what you do is you move.
Yes. Rishi Popat said, been watching you for almost a year now. I love the channel. Keep it up, cuties.
Aww. Are you cute? Yeah. Okay. Somebody said, what do you think of the Telkinds? I think they're pretty cool, and I think they don't get noticed enough, which is why when we eventually do the Titans expansion, I'm putting the Telkinds in that.
Oh my god. So, Patagonico with the ideas, man. Jesus could be a hero/villain. He could tactically turn the waters in people's blood into wine, which would kill them. That's diabolical.
That's technically true.
You know what I want now? You know what I want? Jesus Brightburn version.
Oh, or what if the Antichrist had the same powers as Jesus?
And it's called, oh my god!
That would be something.
I love that.
Help, my ramen is alive! Okay, well, you're gonna have to call the store and
you're Dark Sniper. Snipe it. Snipe it all.
Register a complaint. Hello, I wish to register a complaint. This ramen is alive.
Yeah, complain to customer service. Why is your ramen alive?
What are the best apps for making videos? I really just use TikTok and sometimes iMovie. That's kind of all I use. I'm very amateur. I really am. So, do you have a suggestion for them? Because you're less amateur. You're more good at this kind of stuff than me.
I don't know. We'd have to ask Shane.
Yeah. Like, she knows how to edit pictures really well. But, yeah. Other than that, kind of amateur for me. Help! I'm alive! Oh, that I feel you. I feel you. I hate when I'm alive. It's annoying. It's a pain. What if Atlas and Ra fought? Well, Ra would win because Atlas is busy holding up the sky. He can't really fight. Hello. And even if he wasn't holding the sky, I still think Ra would win that fight. My Skylanders are attacking me. That's a series of toys.
Oh, it's Toy Story?
Are you in Japan? Is there some
That's
Tsukumogami shit going on in your house, sir? Come back to America. Come here, where the only things that scare you are the rent prices. Dirk Sniper, they said kill it with fire and condemn it to hell. Then do it. Why are you still typing? You have living ramen attacking you. Deal with that. Antonio says, learned things. Good job. Who would win, Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight, or Zeus? I know who you're talking about. I actually think Zeus would win that fight, personally. What weapon would I specialize in? When I play stuff like Elder Scrolls Online, I like to be a sorcerer with a staff, actually. So that's what I would want to be. I like to use magic powers. What about you?
What weapon
what would be your weapon?
Okay, I don't know if this would be, but it made me smile. I would want, like, a long-ass whip, so I'll whip people from... It just sounds sadistic.
You've got to whip it good. Have you read Good Omens? I have not. I'm sorry, Bluefish. And tell Redfish and Yellowfish that I'm sorry. Who would win in Mario Kart out of all the Greek gods?
Hermes.
Yeah, but if they're just playing Mario Kart... I'm going to say
no,
Daedalus because he knows technology. He's going to hack into the game.
OP.
Gone Hunter says, you were right, I mixed up Aztec and Inca. Sorry. Yeah, because you're talking about Peru. Yeah, those are the Incas, not the Aztecs. That's okay, though. I have made mistakes in videos. Everybody makes mistakes. What's your favorite god from any mythology? Once again, that would be Hades. Who is your favorite demigod from Percy Jackson? Percy Jackson. I'm a basic bitch. What about you?
From Percy Jackson.
Yeah. Who's your favorite god, by the way? In all mythology.
In all mythology?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just Anubis. Big D energy.
Alright. Here you go. Go ahead and take your Anubis daddy.
Yay.
Alright. How would you imagine Athena's unborn brother to be like? Oh, yeah, the one who wasn't born because Zeus ate them. What if he's just lazy and fat and just shitty?
Who?
Okay, so it was originally predicted that when Zeus's wife Metis was pregnant, if she had a son, that
Whose
son
wife?
would... Metis. This was before Hera. Before Hera was married to Zeus. If she had a son and she was pregnant with a son, she was pregnant with twins, then that son would overthrow Zeus. So Zeus ate Metis, swallowed her whole. The son died, and Athena somehow didn't and was born out of Zeus's head.
Okay.
So people are like, what do you think that son was like? It's like, well, I picture him as a fetus that died.
What if What if he's malignant and is at the base?
Oh God!
Of Athena's
Spoilers
skull?
for Malignant. Yeah. Oh
And
God,
that's why
that'd be
she's
so
extra
fun.
smart.
Ah!
Right.
So the plot twist of Greek mythology.
Malignant.
When did you start using YouTube? Well, when did I start like the YouTube channel? January of 2019, I believe, or was it 2020?
You're the maths person.
No, it was 2019, I think.
No, 2020. Because we're about to hit 2 years on it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Never mind. I can't do anything. I feel bad for the controller when Kratos rages. Oh God.
Ramen is killing me! Dark Sniper, eat it!
If
Eat
ramen
it!
is killing you, why are you typing into a live chat? Call the
God
goddamn
damn
police!
it! Focus, Dark Sniper!
Who would win, Jormungandr or the Leviathan? Okay,
Who's
that's
the Leviathan?
Leviathan is like this fucking the be-all sea monster. Like
I thought of a better version, a cool version also.
I actually think Jormungandr would win that. I think he would be able to swallow the Leviathan.
Leviathan or Cthulhu?
Cthulhu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why? Just
Leviathan's not a god.
Okay, whatever. Just because Lovecraft said it.
Oh no, Sushi is tag teaming me with the ramen. What the fuck is going on at your house? Apollo versus Artemis, who would win? Artemis. I'm gonna say Artemis would win that.
Versus what? Who?
Apollo.
Versus Artemis?
Yeah, the two twins. I'm gonna say that because Apollo spends a lot of his time also,
Flirting.
just bacheloring and writing poetry and singing, whereas Artemis spends all her time hunting. So I think she'd be able to take down Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdest mythology story you know? Oh God. So it's Japanese for sure. I mean, there's the tale of the Akaname, the creature that if you don't keep your bathroom clean, it'll go in your bathroom and lick up everything.
Gross.
Yeah, well, he asked.
Gross.
Okay. Or
Weirdest.
there's the Shirime, the creature that has completely pale white skin and no face, and if it encounters you on the street, it'll take off all its clothes, bend over, and spread its ass cheeks and show you the eye and its anus. That's a really weird one. I have a video about it on the channel, and also the Akaname. So those are some really weird ones. When will you do Lovecraftian myths? When I feel like it. Thank you, Faceless303. Faceless, are you the Shirime?
That's what I was thinking.
Magnus Chase versus Percy Jackson. I think Percy would win that because he has more experience. Whitehawk, thank you for the $5 donation. Thor versus Heracles, who would win? That's a very good question, actually, because those two are both huge powerhouses. I'm going to say if Heracles is still human, I'm giving it to Thor. However, Heracles ascended to godhood? That's harder. This is how I think. Can I have a waffle? Oh, you gave me the one you already took bites out of.
Yes.
Thanks for that.
Cheers.
Okay.
Sponsor us, Ego.
If Thor has Mjolnir, he'd win, but I'd say if Thor didn't have Mjolnir, I think Heracles would win. Now I need to condemn the ramen to hell. Good luck with that.
You got that.
I feel like a whole story has happened.
I know.
The real Kratos is Braun Strowman. Okay. What got you interested in mythology? I went over that earlier, but I'll just give you cliff notes. My mom read it to me when I was little. Are you two certain you aren't dating? We're setting dates for a lot of stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. We have a date for when the card game comes out. We have dates for when every video will come out. We set a date for this Q&A, didn't we? We're dating all the time. Weirdo.
Dark Sniper. Oh no, I hear Candy Shop playing. Should I be worried? Yes.
Yes. You
be
should
very
be terrified.
worried.
You should be terrified. Artemis versus Apollo. I said earlier, Artemis would win that. Bro, what the fuck? I'm sorry, Shania. Jeez.
What?
You just wrote, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Help, I hear Candy Shop. It's time to move.
When your time comes, it comes.
Apophis versus chaos. That's the question. They're actually both beings of chaos, so... You know, Apophis has been beaten by Ra and Bast and Set. I'll say chaos would win that fight. Mythology guy, Zeus just sniped my car. Well, it's over for you. Moment of silence for Thomas Coach. Make more content about Hindu myths. I will. Don't worry. I won't let that crazy crap that happened stop it. And I'll keep going.
So many people hear candy shop. Damn it, Zeus.
Can Hercules pick up Mjolnir? My money says he can. He literally held the sky up for a while.
What?
Can Hercules pick up Thor's hammer? I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
Heracles held up the sky while Atlas grabbed the golden apples. I think Heracles can pick up the hammer. Favorite Percy Jackson character? Percy Jackson.
Dog haver.
I think it's supposed to say dog haver.
No, haver.
As in, like, he has dogs.
No. Haver.
Okay, if you want to be a bitch. Hey, mythology guy! Which mythology has the best monsters and which has the worst monsters? Best meaning best written as well as good person, and worst meaning worst written and most terrifying. Okay. Well, the most terrible monsters are in Japanese mythology. I used to think Aztec. Then when I read Japanese, I was like, holy shit in a handbasket. Also, which mythology has the best monsters? Japanese again. You don't understand the sheer number of monsters and variety and creativity.
Do you think they have the most
of
monsters out of all?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. There are thousands. There are so many. Like yokai.com, you will never finish reading it. So it's the answer to both is literally Japan. I'm serious on that.
The seal. Would Nike beat everyone in the Olympics? And also, what would you be the god of?
You know what would be hilarious? Imagine the Olympics every year and everyone's like, hey, we're here to compete in the Olympics. Are you also down? Because I'm not going to win. What makes you think that? And then Nike shows up, all right, you guys ready for another year? Nike, do you have to compete every year? Hell yeah, I do. These are literally made after me. I'm going. And she's just like sprinting so far ahead of everyone else is just walking.
Oh, no. She doesn't flash. She's like, I did it. Want to see me do it again?
Yeah.
I can go again.
Want to see me win the Olympics? Want to see me do it again? And at the end, it's like, and in first place, we have Nike. In second place... Would you say Ares is a chill guy? No, I would not, honestly.
What's the nicest thing Ares has ever done?
Nicest thing? Not molest anybody?
Fair.
Despite being Greek.
Oh, I have a question for you.
What?
Okay, just the top 14 Greek gods. What do you think their hobbies would be?
Ooh, okay. Athena is reading.
Okay.
Definitely. Zeus would be all over Tinder.
Fuck boy.
Aphrodite would like being praised on social media. She would like put up like a picture. OMG, like I feel so self-conscious about this picture in the picture. And everyone going, "Are you kidding? You're beautiful." She'd be like, "Oh, yeah, totally."
Okay.
Dionysus, what do you think it is?
Yeah. Okay, 4.
Apollo, he's the guy who keeps pulling out his guitar and singing when everyone's just trying to hang out. Like, hey, how about a song, Apollo? We're all just, I wanted to... Why do we hang out with this guy? That's
5.
Apollo. I see Artemis as like, you know, the little tomboy girl outside with the BB gun shooting at shit. Like,
that's Artemis, you said?
Yeah.
Cute.
Because, you know,
She'd just be like going through weapons and stuff. That's cute.
Yeah, honestly. Hephaestus would be like making shit. Like, you know, a lot of kids.
So he's Bob the Builder.
He'd be like one of those kids like building a go-kart in the garage.
I love that.
You know, that kind of shit.
Oh, I love that the gods as kids.
Yeah, the gods as kids.
Okay, that's 7, right?
Yeah. Ares is like playing Call of Duty in the living room, screaming at everyone on. Listen here, you shit! I will come to your house and kill you.
I don't care if you're 12 years old. Okay.
Hera's like gossiping with other real housewives. So, like, you know, that bitch and looking at my husband and I'm gonna take her down. I tell you what, with a glass of wine all the time. I'm gonna take her down.
Okay.
Hermes. Hermes is one of those kids with like the two cans on a string with the other can, like, hey, are you receiving this message? You know. And who have I not covered yet? Poseidon's fishing.
Yeah.
Poseidon's got like a huge like aqua tank and he keeps bringing more things for his fish. It's like, alright, I got you guys a TV. And Hades is petting the dog.
Aww. Is that everyone? I'm 11.
Hestia is...
The ultimate house...
Hestia is like...
housekeeping.
Is just cleaning everything.
All the time.
Like always organizing everything.
And she always has cookies for you.
Yeah. Hestia is the house mom.
Yes.
Like,
I think we have 2 more.
Demeter, you know, is
gardener
Demeter,
girl.
yeah, is in the garden, obviously.
Last.
Who's left? Who did I not cover?
I don't know. Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, Ares, Aphrodite, Demeter, Hera, Hephaestus.
I think that's everyone.
Hermes. Okay, I guess we got everyone.
Yeah, whatever. That's everyone. All right. I feel bad for Hades. Don't be. He's happily married. He's got a wonderful dog and a job he likes. Nothing to feel bad about. I know people slander his good name, but here's the thing. He doesn't even notice because he doesn't care. He's like Dave Chappelle. I didn't really care because Twitter isn't a real place. He's just down there and people are like, have you heard what they're saying about you? He's like, no, I haven't. And I don't fucking care. That's Hades. Alright, Dylan Jones, thank you for another $5 donation. In Season 5, Episode 2 of Star Trek, It's the Next Generation, Picard... It's amazing that you know that much. Picard quotes the Epic of Gilgamesh to an alien species that speaks only in allegory mythology. I didn't know that. I need to look that up. It's amazing. Do you want to see Kratos and Zeus go on a fishing trip? I can't say I ever needed to see that.
Why not?
But I wouldn't be opposed to it. If you were a Japanese god, what would you be? I don't know. Maybe I'd be like the goddess of food. Like, but she got killed by Tsukuyomi, so maybe not. Which god would I want to be? You know, I really like Inari. Maybe I would be Inari just so I could eat more Inari.
So Killer Ghost X says, would you rather go to Elysium Fields or Helheim? I go to Helheim because Hel is my favorite deity of all mythology. Even though it's a cold realm, the unworthy dead are well taken care of. Reminds me of a retirement home.
I would rather go to Elysium because Elysium is literally heaven. And that's... literally, you just get what you want. I know in Helheim the dead are well taken care of, but the idea is you don't want to go to Helheim because, you know, it's not a fun place to be.
Aww,
like, it's
considered... retirement home.
It's the place for the dishonorable dead, literally.
Oops.
Like,
never mind.
But that includes dying by growing old. It is dishonorable to grow old. So it probably is a retirement. But yeah, I'd way rather go to Elysium. Liam Kavanaugh, thanks for coming back with another $10 Canadian donation. Did you know a lot of religious people like monks, ascetics, and clergy would have some of their clothes made of human hair? Lots did it as punishment for sins. I found this out yesterday. I did not know that, actually. I knew, you know, there are a lot of cultures that consider hair to be a symbol of power.
Huh.
Like, if you look at the tale of Samson, he lost his power when his hair was cut. There's also, I think it's a creature in, I think, one of the native mythologies that kills people and takes their hair to add to its power.
Oh, no, never mind.
Wow, you like built up and then just went from 100 to 0. If you were the Japanese god, like I probably just want to be just like Are you saying I have to be a specific Japanese god? I'd pick Izanagi then. He's probably the most enjoyable to be. He's incredibly powerful and he's not a douchebag. My Prometheus was punished? Yes, Prometheus was indeed punished. Could you tell us about my favorite obscure Greek myth? They're pronounced see-if. See-if? I'm sorry, I don't know who you're talking about. Is this a myth I don't know? It's really hard to find a Greek myth I don't know. I know a lot of Greek mythology. I think you stumped me. I just mean, like, out of all the other ones, like, there are a lot of times where I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know that Chinese myth, or I don't know that Egyptian myth, but Greek myth, this is kind of a first for me. Could you... Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what CF is. I'm ashamed now. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, we are coming up on the 2-hour mark, so we're going to wrap it up soon. Dark Sniper says, help! Call the police! What do you want me to do? Blue Fox says, fun fact, the making of God of War 4, the reason he says bows so much is because they couldn't decide on him. I did a video about that.
And people called you a liar.
People kept calling me a liar because they would say, oh, he calls him Atreus pretty early on. You realize people can record dialogue out of order, right? And put it in later. I literally do that for my sketches every damn day. DKK, thank you so much. Or Sphinx, sorry. Thank you so much for the 20 DKK, I'm not sure what currency that is, donation. Hestia sketch when? Today! There's literally one I just put up today.
There you go.
There are other Hestia sketches on the channel too, so cool. Hestia is Bestia, I'm not going to ignore her. Zeus Lim says, I am not Satan. I didn't think you were. It would be really weird if we had Satan in our chat.
Patagonico says, Disney versus gods. Would Disney buy the gods?
Yeah, Disney just buys Mount Olympus.
Yeah.
Shut up and make me more money!
You could see it, though. Instead of Mount Olympus, it's Disney.
Dark Sniper says, I can't call the po-po! Okay, well, good luck.
I think it's your time, Dark Sniper.
Thoughts on Moo? I don't know what you mean. Are you saying Marvel Universe? Or are you saying Mulan, but you didn't write the rest of it? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Mulan is awesome.
Which goddess is the strongest? Ah, that's a good question. Okay, so some of the strongest are Sekhmet in Egyptian mythology. She's extremely powerful. Nyx... Actually, Nyx may be the absolute strongest. Nyx is the strongest goddess in Greek mythology. Kali is probably the strongest in Hindu. And... yeah, I'm just gonna say Nyx.
Nyx versus Kali.
Nyx. Yeah. Justin McHenry, thank you for the $5 donation. Yo, I just got here. Have you played Hades? It's so accurate, and I haven't been able to put it down. I don't know why I read it with that kind of voice. But yes, I have played Hades, and yes, I enjoyed it very much. I actually put up a video on the channel literally just bragging that I got every single achievement in the game. I was very proud of that. It's called I Conquered the Hades game.
Oh dear Nadia says, it's nearly 5 a.m. in the UK. Thanks for entertaining me while I can't sleep.
Aww. Hey, that's sweet. Thank you. If you two were gods, what would you two be the gods of? Asked Faceless. Alright, well, I've said in the past, I would want to be the god of people having a good time. Like, actually, I think this is a good question to end it on. I would want to be the god of giving people a good time, giving them fun, especially when they've had a very stressful day or a stressful week. I would want to come to them and be like, hey, like, let's just get you drunk, or let's just give you a good time, or, you know, have fun, like, or make you laugh or something. That's the kind of god I would want to be. Like a Dionysus Hermes god or something. What about you?
It's a hard question for me, but I guess one thing I would say is I think I'd want to be a god who, this is very niche, I'd be able to stop, like, let's say I see someone, you a sad boy or something, I go up to you, and I help you figure out all the ways to make your life happier again. You know, like I pause time, we figure out how to make it work, and then maybe we could, like, I don't know, figure it out in that little frozen moment. You go out into the world, your life is wonderful.
We'd be such a good duo. I'm the take a break god, and you're the get shit done god.
Well, not necessarily get shit done, but their life would be better after being with me.
The helping them, like,
yeah.
I was gonna say, I think you'd be a great god of, like, inspiration or motivation, or, like, god of mentorhood or something.
Yeah.
Because, like, you were the one who inspired me and motivated me to, like, do what I've done with this channel, and you're the one who's really made all of this happen and is making the game happen, and
of course,
couldn't have done any of it without you.
Us
You're the best. We're a team. Actually, this is one good last question. Bacon Master asks, what's your favorite skit you've done so far? That's a good one. You want to retell them what your favorite one is?
Wait, I have to think.
You did your top 10, though.
I know. But one of my favorite, I don't know, the Athena one is... Oh, and not Iraq. Yeah. That's one of my favorites.
Not Athena. I can tell you some of my favorites. One of my favorites is the leak tape of Gaia and Uranus.
Really?
I'm really proud of that. I think that I thought that was a really well done joke. I was really proud of that video. Okay. And I absolutely loved the comment section on that video. Everyone was like, "Whoa, this is not the vulgar kind of content."
I know, y'all are the best.
You guys are fucking hilarious. I love you guys so much.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is one of my favorites. Not just for how proud I was of the video, but how much I loved the comments section afterward. And that video was a bitch to make, honestly, because I was having such a hard time lining up the angles to record the footage I needed for that video. Because TikTok doesn't let you just upload footage to add to a video. It's annoying.
Yeah, and I think one video that'll always have a place in my heart is the very first video we did together.
Yeah, Zeus goes to sex counseling.
Yeah, just because I thought that was just a great mix of both mythology and that, and comedy, like the accuracy of mythology and comedy, and, I filmed it, you were sitting on that chair, and yeah, that's what started it all.
Yeah, sitting on this chair. Let me make sure you guys can see.
Or why don't I just move the camera?
This chair right over here. Oh, did I spill something?
Yes.
I'm so stupid.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, on that note, we're probably gonna end it there. We love you guys. Thank you so much. It's been exactly 2 years since our first video. I just spilled something, and so
we're gonna wipe that up.
Where we're gonna stop it. Thank you guys so much for coming. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy whatever the heck you celebrate. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you for the wonderful donations. Love interacting with you guys. It has been 2 hours. Have a wonderful day, and I'm gonna end it right there. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right.
The end of that.
Wow.